Her 41st game at UConn, now as a redshirt junior. Had such a huge smile on her face at shoot-around earlier today when she came over to talk to us about just being able to be back on the court. Keep running. It'll all come. Fudd gets a hand on the ball. Here she goes inside the final 10 seconds. Much to the enjoyment of the Gamble crowd.
Azzi Fudd winds up for three and buries it. It's her first bucket.
UConn. Passing good. Azzi Fudd. Ball number 7. Baha. That's a first ball for 25. Come on, shooting 1. Azzi Fudd.
Home crowd looking to pick up the energy in the building. That was Chen that got a hand on that. It's going to be out of bounds off of Holy Cross and be UConn basketball. Keys to the game. See if the Huskies can crack that lid that's on the rim here. Fudd drives and does so.
That's usually
for Holy Cross. Fudd back into the ball game. Got it. Shot clock down to 7. Chen tried to get in the steal. And Flanagan got her feet tied up. Chen ahead of the pack.
I tell you, oh, that was Azzi Fudd. For everyone.
Started to chase her, but then backed off. Fudd for 3. UConn basketball.
It's just so difficult. You can't cheat off Azzi. You can't double.
Knocked away by Buckers, and here comes UConn. Partisan crowd on hand, made the 2-hour trip. Count it. Azzi Fudd with the triple the other way. Look at Azzi Fudd here.
Oh, look at her, because it's so good to see her back on the floor. Beautiful stroke. Quick get ahead by Paige Beckers. I had mentioned she got her first start in the last. Now, a graduate student. That's going to be key, her knocking down those type of looks.
Strong. One too many bounces and another turnover. End to end. That's too easy. What a ball fake by Fudd. Out to Shade. Bringing it home. Fudd is no dud. 28-10. A very frustrated Louisville team at the end of one. Unable to make some of those shots when they've been open. Has not fallen. Fudd underneath. Reversal. Azzi Fudd has just been.
I'm very good from 3, but not the shot.
There's one that he'll take. Azzi Fudd to close the half. They double up Louisville, 49.
I also think frustration is coming from the fact that we keep saying it. Louisville has had opportunities around the basket or some clean looks, and those have not gone well.
Well, you know that halftime conversation could not have been a good one with his team. So he's doing his best now to support his kids.
And that's part of it, too.
Sure.
Just to fight for your players and show.
On the wing, there she is. Yep, I'd say she's okay.
Well, it says.
Almost want to call that the Fudd bounce this far in the game. Here's one that goes for three. And Fudd is on the board.
From Beckers.
There's the defensive steal. That was Shade that initiated that one. And Fudd from Beckers. Good. Finds Beckers, who finds Fudd. Nice defense along the baseline by Farrell, but Beckers comes into the corner and drains the three. Short. I don't know if Bandoma got a hand on that or not, but stolen, and Fudd gets it. Here's Al-Alfi. And the first points go to Janet. Out wide right, the rebound though, right to Caitlin Shedd. Strong will try the three, yes. So here is Beckers to a wide open Fudd, and that goes for three, and the ball game is tied.
And that's what changes.
Olivia Porter, who came from Charlotte as Fudd gets away and scores quickly for UConn. Point, UConn lead. Here's Fudd. Nice flip back to Caitlin Shedd. Got it for three. On the floor with her two fouls. Arnold finds Fudd in the corner for three.
That's where Azzi Fudd is so. Azzi Fudd will keep the defense honest.
There's hands on the ball. All right, Chelsea, thanks.
And they, Consuegra's got to love, too, that they out-rebounded UConn.
So the lead down to 17. Strong with all kinds of time to set the feet and drain the three. And now Fudd finds herself wide open for three.
And that's where Azzi Fudd changes the game. Knows how to use the screen and run her defender into it.
There's Fudd from the corner, wide open, and answers. In the first half, Jenna Al-Alfi. Oh, nice pass into Fudd, who was all alone.
There's lots of questions, and then they got to outscore Xavier in the paint.
Dino and C era numbers.
That ridiculous.
And another turnover generated by the Husky defensive pressure. Can they turn it into some points? There's Fudd, makes herself available top of the key, and it's for three. Missed on the three. Another rebound for Strong.
Strong always in the right position.
Quickly to the other end of the floor is Fudd. Bucket and foul.
With being such a threat to shoot, particularly from long range, the defense is going to run at you. What a great recognition by Fudd to attack the glass and then split the defense. And the strength to finish while getting fouled.
It's already 5 points on the game tonight for Azzi. Chelsea reported on her conversation with Azzi about, Paige and what she faces.
Day and you take it.
But missed. Rebound got out of the hands of Christie. Nice pass from Shade to Fudd.
It's unfortunate.
Pass. Purvis. That was blocked. And that'll cause a time violation and another turnover. Azzi steals and leads the team in field goal percentage and three-point field goal percentage.
That roll was cruel.
Fudd again draws a foul and drops the lay-in.
Such smart recognition by Fudd to just see, just a little opening, and there's no weak side help. Ready to feel that weak side help.
Chen finds Fudd, and she finds nothing but net. Her for the holidays, and after some storms, turned over ball, Fudd on the run out. Got it. After some storms, they got stuck. Look at this ball movement from UConn, and Fudd again strong into the paint.
Get from Azzi Fudd the last couple games, 18 points. She did it from all over the place. I mean, she was outside. She even penetrated to the basket, which is nice to see, Gary, because we thought she's been a little hesitant. Didn't know if it was because of that knee and confidence in it, but boy, she sure looked confident in this first half.
Last time she had more than 18 points in a game.
Behind Canerva. And so dueling turnovers here. Fudd makes room for herself and puts it off the glass.
How about that? Nice little push off with the shoulder. She kept.
Fudd got it.
You also need more of that from Azzi Fudd. She drew
for the Huskies over the last minute and 53 seconds. Azzi Fudd with a 3, adding on to the UConn lead. On a breakout night.
Well, it's one of her best games of the season, and you know I love the pass from Shade. The quick, beautiful release from the top of the key. And this is a great play, sizing up the play, keeping her head up, and then creating the space and finishing while getting bumped. I love it. And Shade, another quick pass to Fudd. 23 points on the evening, 9 of 14, and then 3.
Side for the home squad. Here's Fudd. Got it. Nice move.
You know, we talked about it off the top. She's not just a three-point shooter. It certainly shows.
I see 3 turnovers apiece in this game so far. Fudd with the release and the bucket.
Take by Hessian.
Here's Fudd. Wow, fought through the traffic. Wound up on the floor, but got the bucket. Too many white jerseys. Fudd sets the feet and drains the 3. And his players, the hometowner, D.C. area native Azzi Fudd, leading the way on the scoreboard for UConn with 9. The halftime show.
As far as being back home, which sometimes you want to play very well. So Azzi Fudd got involved from the outside, from the inside, just reading the game, had a feel for it. This is the one that I liked when she went in with contact care, not worried about that knee, and then opportunities from deep.
I positioned for that offensive rebound.
Jaden McBride with 5 points on the game. Here's Fudd, finds Alalfi from beyond the free. Strong. And now Fudd. That goes. That's 3. The shot off. Here's Ransom, defended by Fudd. Makes her go to the right. We talked about that. Fudd got a hand on the ball and altered the shot.
Phenomenal defense there by Azzi Fudd. Great rebound by Sarah Strong.
What a look. Arnold to Fudd. 4th 3.
I think Shelley set a really good screen, too, with 15 points. Check out her defense here against Kelsey Ransom, forcing her right, making it difficult. Look at just perfect position, great footwork, and then hands straight up in the air, making the shot difficult, not committing a foul. Strong with the perfect rebound. Just, Azzi Fudd is just such a fundamentally sound basketball player. No one prepared.
Strong, Alalfi, Arnold, and Fudd, the 5 in the ball game for the Huskies. Fudd with the quick release, got it for 3.
She turns that corner and approaches that spot, knowing she's going to be. We saw a couple weeks ago, what, 3-4 weeks ago?
There's Fudd, yep, and it goes for 3. 5 final score. DC native Azzi Fudd leading the way for UConn. One of her 5 made 3s on the day right there.
With all her friends and family, first time she's been able to play in front of them in D.C. She had 21 points. She was very aggressive offensively from the get-go. I like that she inside, outside, didn't hesitate to take it to the basket against 2 defenders. You can tell she has that confidence in her knee now. Every game she gets a little more comfortable with going in. And then, of course, we know Azzi's a shooter from outside, but it really feels to me that she's really stepped up in the last 2 games in Paige's absence.
5 of 8 from beyond the arc, and that jump shot, she gets it off so quickly, such a quick release.
And it goes.
You know what? Executed to perfection there by Fudd. Her Johns is defensively. Nothing's easy.
Jen stops, short on the shot. Alalfi tips the rebound. And Fudd will put it in. Good thing in this game. They are 1 of 4. Fudd, no problem there. Court Vision brought to you by Yale New Haven Health, Meg.
Well, okay, let's look at Azzi Fudd here, okay? Defensively, great pressure on the ball, terrific footwork, fights over the screen, keeps the ball in front of her, doesn't let the kid turn the corner. Now she's still one pass away. She's not in denial, but she's back up. And look how far back this shot is. And she contests. That's a long shot. Really good defense by Azzi Fudd.
To go on top of the scoring of 23 and 21 points. To put one up, blocked. Fudd came over. And that'll be a time violation. UConn basketball.
And Gideon thought she was fouled. I'd have to.
Becker's off the Brady screen. Now Fudd, the pull-off, goes. Yes, Paige is back. Azzi's here as well. Azzi has 9, Paige has 6. And the halftime show is next.
First quarter, UConn pulled off tremendously in the second quarter, but Azzi played steady, leading this team with 9 points. And I love the variety of ways in which she scored, whether it's crashing the offensive boards here, the nice pass from Strong, and then the triple pull-up. 4 of 6 from the floor, 1 of 2 from three-point range. Add in a couple of rebounds. She was really locked in offensively. They just got to find her. They got to find her more on that offensive end.
And we showed earlier some highlights of her incredible defense. Fudd with room and drains the bucket.
So here we go. Let's look at Azzi Fudd, okay, and Sarah Strong. Now, as the play develops, okay, guarded well, but watch, they're going to hand off right the screen here, okay, and Azzi's coming around. The defense back here, okay. The other defender followed around that screen. You cannot leave Azzi Fudd that open.
Arnold, Fudd, Shade, Shelley, and Strong, the 5 on the floor for UConn. Fudd will take it all the way in. Aggressive take for Azzi. That's players of the game presented by your local Hyundai dealers. We couldn't pick just one, so we went with the both of them. There's Fudd from Beckers. Got it.
You know, you're talking about everybody else. Sarah Strong, Paige Beckers. Let's not forget, we also got Azzi Fudd out there on the court, perhaps one of the best shooters of all time.
So the freshman will have to go to the bench. No, she stays in the ballgame, and Fudd drops a 3 on the inbound play.
What was great.
Beckers finds Fudd, who was left alone.
Great vision there by Beckers to find Fudd on that break.
Fudd, Shade, Chen. There's Fudd, off balance shot, and it goes.
Homage to those who came before her, and has great admiration and respect for them.
The quick release for 3 from Azzi Fudd.
Right?
You know? Fudd got a hand on the ball. Masonis tries to save it, and that goes into the first row.
So when you want to talk about perfect form and efficiency, just catch, shoot, release. It is effortless the way Azzi Fudd shoots the basketball. And there's no one, Alan, who works harder.
And I just love the appreciation this crowd has for everything she's gone through and her presence on the floor.
They appreciate that young lady too, Azzi Fudd, with another 2. Has stayed in touch with Gino and Chris Daly. She was here for the 40th.
Another 3 for Fudd. They are making it look easy today from long range. And they're on the big 3 for UConn.
You know, and this is where UConn has missed the 3rd. You know, when Azzi was out, you had Sarah and you had Paige, but you need this 3rd player, this 3-headed monster, so to speak.
Shooting the ball from 3. And a first block as Fudd got a hand on the... Down in Philadelphia, January 5th. Let's see how that goes at the beginning of this one. There's Fudd into the paint. Left-hander. Good.
You know, the kid's a freshman.
Fudd kicks to a wide-open Beckers. 4-3, and it rattles home. 2 for the last 2. And has the last 5 Nova points. Fudd with the nice pass from Strong. Here's Brady. Defended by Edmondson. Steps back. And the soft touch for Ice Brady. Jen driving, finds Fudd wide open. Nice catch, and there's the made 3.
Well, what's special about it?
Rebound right to Beckers. Fudd is ahead of the pack, and Beckers finds her.
what she's known for. The majority of her shot attempts this season are from behind the arc. Azzi Fudd answers right. Poked away. Azzi Fudd just said, I'll take that. Sprinting up the floor, and Chen on the finish. That's how UConn wants to score in transition. About 51 points per game. And we watched this team practice a shell drill defense today where everybody was moving, hands were up, they were recovering. And you see the heads-up play, Azzi Fudd. This game, a stop inside, but Fudd will get it to go darting across the line. And this started off as a really nice block, but Morgan Molly fell asleep a little. It's on 2 of 4 from the floor. And then a high percentage. Fudd trying to find somewhere to go. It is Becker's 2.
To be gun shy, she needs to keep shooting.
Nice find of Fudd by Page. It goes. Heaved at the rim. It catches the glass, and Fudd will get the rebound. Al-Alfi might have tipped it. Fudd finds Chen. It goes.
You know, that's and just a real heads-up play by Fudd. Wisely throwing the
pass errantly done. Fudd ahead of the pack. Got it. Play, so they'll have to bring the ball back out and let it be 5-on-5. Here's Allen. Knocked away by Fudd, who anticipated the pass and used her speed to get there.
You'll see coming in from the other side, from that weak side, such a savvy play. You see her coming. She's a couple passes away.
From 3.
And that's a pretty ridiculous number.
Johnson Matthews loses it to Shade.
Really, heads-up play there by Ashlyn Shade to just smack the ball away.
UConn tries to press, good defensive retreat, but Fudd finds Chen, and it goes for 3. Fudd got a hand on the ball.
Yet again. Savvy play there by Al-Alfi.
Shade with time to set the feed, and it goes.
Tough finish.
Here's Fudd for 3. Yes, it goes.
Now Chen with the pass. Al-Alfi with the screen just to slow up Summer Lee.
Fudd. 3-6. Al-Alfi and Fudd. The 5 on the floor for the Huskies. Here's Fudd. What a beautiful screen by Strong to make that openness happen.
To be able to contest and alter can be just as effective.
Here's Chen, sees room, and got it. And tonight playing without one of their best scorers that they just got back. There's Fudd. Speaking of best scorers, played a couple games, then at the end of the Butler game Sunday got hurt, so she's not in action tonight. There's Shade for 3. On tonight's Player of the Game, presented by your local Hyundai dealers, it's Azzi Fudd.
It was nice to see Azzi come out and be so aggressive, offensively shooting the ball. And even though she's such a great shooter, it does help her confidence when she knocks down her first one, which she did.
And you see the numbers on.
She's a good shooter, but we've seen it from all over the place. Not only is she great at shooting the 3 ball, she's got that mid-range jumper, but she was penetrating to the basket a little bit. It is of note that UConn went to the free throw line 12 of 14, so they got there a lot with her aggressiveness. So it's not just the outside shooting. She's capable of doing other things, but that sure is a pretty shot.
Oh, man, that thing is beautiful. And the quick release.
Yes.
Strong to Beckers. Now they'll try and post up Strong. Collapses, Al-Alfi hesitated. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Fudd. And it goes. A home rim bounce for
Yeah,
Azzi.
shooter's roll, right?
Fudd with the 3.
You know, Sarah Strong could.
Fudd drives, stops, cut off. But they left Chen wide open, and that goes for 3. Quick closeouts by the Butler defense, but eventually they fall behind, and Fudd makes him pay. Trying to post up Griffin. Shade will circle out and drop the 3.
Yeah, she's mad.
Here's Carmody, blocked by Fudd.
He's playing his zone. You mentioned that before.
Here's Fudd. Nice. That's a 2 for Azzi. Good defensive retreat by the Bulldogs, so Fudd has to back out. Gets the ball back and drops the three, just like that.
Pressure on Beckers in the backcourt. Beckers has to fling it across. Nice delivery from Fudd and the layup from Sarah. A lot of power. Here is Arnold. Nice delivery again from Azzi Fudd, who's dropped for Connecticut 2 on Beckers.
Azzi Fudd, this is the first time that she's seeing the ball go through the basket. 0 for 4 as she steps to the free throw line. And sometimes that's what a shooter needs to see, right? Is the ball go through the hoop once, even if it's from a free throw, to get themselves going.
It's both here. Neither team has hit consecutive threes in this game. Connecticut 2 for 11. Tennessee 3 for 16. Off the steal. Fudd connects. Spot on, partner. The floor with her three. Comes up with a poke away there. Here's Spencer. Spencer attacking Fudd again. And traveling.
Really good defense by Azzi Fudd. Continues to work, continues to keep her arms up and move her feet. That time forces the turnover. That kind of energy.
Fudd a three is good.
Hands and feet set so quickly, cutting, calling for it. Just constant movement back out and gets the shot.
Fudd, 7 to shoot, on the drive, floats it in.
12:15 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Off the foot of Ifosa. Miss, ball batted around. She taps it to Beckers, keeps it alive. Here's Fudd for three, rattles home.
And that's who I'd like to see continue to get going is Azzi Fudd. And they were in every game that they had lost. And you knew they were kind of knocking on the door to beat a team like Connecticut.
Here's Fudd coming alive in the second half. All 5 of her points in the last minute. And then a foul on Beckers. That'll be her first.
And Azzi Fudd just coming out this half with a little more aggressiveness, and you want to see this. And this is a good job just with the fake, getting to the rim, being the one that asserts yourself. She did not have a good game against Tennessee. And when we talked to Coach Oriema about that, he didn't know what was going on with her. He felt that she was way too passive. And you know he's been...
And UConn does a great job of not giving you much of a chance at either one of those categories. And it's Fudd right back on the other end, threads a three. No good on her three-pointer. Arnold, look how fast she gets down the floor, dumps it off Fudd. Let another one fly. Oh, Fudd unconscious here in the second half.
Yeah, Azzi Fudd, just the player that I've been looking to see just be more assertive, and she's just done a terrific job this quarter. She's really in attack mode, looking for her shot.
5 seconds left, UConn. Through the handout. Who else? It's Fudd for three. Rattles it home. How about the third quarter from Azzi Fudd? 17 points. 5 of 6 from 3, and that's the end of the third quarter with the score 66-32. You're watching women's college basketball on CBS Sports Network.
Nice save by Chen on that high pass. Here's Fudd. Makes some room and gets it.
I like the way she used the glass there in the middle of the lane.
Fudd finds room.
How about her aggressive mind? Active hands in the passing lane.
And the quick release from Fudd for three. Well, Azzi's on fire tonight in the last 3 minutes and 5 seconds. The smooth shot of Azzi Fudd on display at Gamble in front of the student section. Nice kick by Sarah Strong to KK Arnold. She'll find an open Azzi Fudd who drops the three. Nice find by Beckers to Fudd. Yes. And the rebound goes to Donald. And gets thrown away. Fudd with the interception. And Caitlin Chen will reset. Chen left alone, shoots the three, got it. Three. Fudd instead will pull up and make it. Possible return. Fudd, yes.
Rather by El Alfie.
Completely directed towards Paige. It was also directed towards Azzi Fudd. You need stars to step up, and I think Azzi really stepped up to the challenge. And what I love about it is, I mean, she does not hesitate in transition when they don't locate her. She's just fires on all cylinders. And then she's also doing a good job putting it on the deck if they do come out to play her. So I think the combination of nothing is forced in what she's.
Now Strong. Beckers to Fudd. Yes.
So really good offensive sequence here. The kick out. How about the perfect bounce pass?
And Fudd drains the three.
All Joe Tartamella can do is smile at that. Just a crazy turnover there by St. John's, and then thought that injured reserve group was going to stay smaller.
Yeah. There's Fudd with a nice pull-up. And Fudd got it! Beckers with another steal for UConn. Here's Shade running. She has to slow down. A little trouble, but Griffin comes and helps her out. Look at that play. Fudd from the corner. Career high for Azzi Fudd.
Tell you, you gotta love the effort here. Nice give and go between Shade and Griffin, but how about the pass to Fudd in the corner, who is on fire?
Hyundai dealer will be the aforementioned Arlington, Virginia native. Look at the numbers.
Look at that, 8 of 14, 13 of 22, finished with 34 points. Throw in a couple steals, a career high for Azzi Fudd.
Movement. So like when Paige penetrated in, she moved to get open where Paige could dish it out. So many things happen, whether it's off the screen, whether it's penetrating, whether it's in transition, whether it's movement, because people penetrate to the basket. I mean, there were so many ways she scored. She makes it look easy from deep, doesn't she? That's where she wants. That's her comfort zone. I still don't understand why you wouldn't stick someone at an Azzi Fudd everywhere she goes.
And Sarah Strong the rebound. Fudd with some space again. Fudd putting it on the deck, wrapping it side, and reversing it home.
Don Staley told us that the #1 focus in this game.
Rebound. Connecticut's done a nice job securing the defensive glass. Fudd connects. Connecticut piping hot from three. And Dawn Staley needs a timeout. A 15-point Connecticut lead.
And this has to be the recipe for success on the road against a paint-dominant team, taking and making threes.
The handle, Arnold comes up with it. Nice dish to Chen, 2-on-1. Fudd back to Chen for the lay. Threes in the first half on 14 attempts. Drea, Chene in the halftime show coming up after this break.
Looking for shooters out on the perimeter. First it's Shade, then it's Azzi Fudd. You heard the studio crew talk about it at the half, the importance of Connecticut's defense taking away the paint.
And Azzi Fudd has looked good, hasn't she? Here's Beckers, swiftly up the floor. Fudd at three is good. Connecticut.
She's been really good getting to her mid-range spots, Ryan.
Here's Fudd, fakes the three on the drive, lays it in. And again, the pace that Connecticut is playing with, they're generating so many good looks in transition as Beckers picks up the foul. That'll be her first.
We talked at the half about Paige Beckers advancing the basketball, finding her three-point shooters. Azzi Fudd, defender goes behind, the handoff, and then Azzi Fudd fake and go right by. Just been a clinic offensively right now for Connecticut.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Pressure.
Azzi Fudd makes the catch, crosses the timeline. Out to Beckers, back to Fudd, wide open. You bet! Azzi Fudd having a big third quarter. Daughter Azzi has hit her last 4 shots.
And once again here, just coming down, and it's an assist from Paige Beckers. Joyce Edwards caught between two great shooters, toggles back and forth. Azzi
go as Shade leaves that one short. Griffin the rebound, Fudd in the corner, connects! Azzi Fudd has hit her last 5 and is up to 18 points.
Involved.
Beckers to the corner. Fudd. Does she get the roll? She does. Here's Fudd out in transition. Azzi Fudd lays it in.
And a lot of this run, Ryan, has come with Sarah Strong on the bench.
What a 10 minutes for Azzi Fudd. Confidently draining the 3, tickle the rim, and then driving in as well, showing her versatility. Wow.
Connecticut was able to have success with their extremely small lineup. Azzi Fudd dances inside and finishes. Not falling today for South Carolina.
2 great looks in a row. Corner 3 and then that mid-range shot.
Fudd step back 3 is good. Azzi Fudd is all the way dialed in. 28 points, 6 for 9 from downtown. Everything has looked spot on for Fudd as she finds Strong, who lays it in, plus the foul. And a chance for 3. Azzi Fudd with 28 points today and 23 of them coming in the second half.
And the incredible versatility in her offensive game. We know she can make 3s, and she certainly was able to do that today, but got out in transition, attacked the rim, found teammates at times as well, especially with that 2 for 10 start in the first half. She remained confident and she remained aggressive, and it was exactly what Connecticut needed from her.
Ralphie sets the screen for Fudd. And it goes, Azzi Fudd.
Yeah, they need her.
Strong can't make the free throw, but the rebound to Fudd. There's Beckers for 3, got it. Trade 1 for 3 more, I think that's okay. The steal, I think Beckers deflected that. Into Strong, nice shot.
That was great communication. Strong was pointing with her. Now you couldn't see her left hand there, Sarah Strong, on the left side of the frame, but she was pointing.
Hunter and Glenn Fitzpatrick, the 5. There's Fudd with the pull-up and rattles home. Shade comes up with the rebound. It's not, what a touch pass from Fudd to Beckers into the passing lane. Fudd draws contact and gets the basket. How about a take it to the rim moment brought to you by Duncan?
Love the aggressiveness here. The contact and the finish. And an opportunity for 3.
So Azzi Fudd tonight. I talked about this earlier, but you kind of forget when she came back and then got hurt again and then came back. But really, February points per game in this season. So now with 5 to shoot.
And all of that without Fudd having a bucket yet.
Asked and answered. And that's going to be how this first period is going to end with the Huskies on an 8-0 run. Knocked away by McGuff, and now Chen steals it back to Fudd. I see your steal and raise you one.
Could have shot that ball.
So now Fudd pulls up, and it goes. Next segment of the ball game, KK Arnold in for UConn along with Ashlyn Shade. Azzi Fudd, Jenna El-Alfi clears some space for Fudd, who comes through and gets the bucket. Now Fudd, and it goes. And suddenly Azzi Fudd quickly to double figures. Back in 25 in the third.
Yeah, they outscored UConn 25-22 in the third quarter.
Down the floor, breaks blocked at the cup, and that's going to be off her hands. Beckers up ahead. Fudd, the bounce pass to Strong right at the cup.
Doesn't shy away.
And a turnover again from Creighton. It's Fudd in the break. Crossover dribble, mid-range jumper, it's pure. As your offense has been struggling so far, so UConn gets running downhill to put pressure on you.
It becomes a pattern.
Coming up on the AT&T at the half, Brent Stover, Wally Zerbiak, Ice Young, and John Rothstein will get you caught up with all of the Thursday action. And Beck absorbs the contact, no whistle. Beckers saves it. Fudd for 3 from outside. You bet. Scoops up her own rebound. Fudd, baseline drive, gets right into the block for an easy 2. And
15, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 3 steals in the win over Xavier. As that's a welcome
on the sideline.
A steal by Fudd. Azzi Fudd all the way.
Get enough credit for what a good defender she is.
Another turnover. Marquette with back-to-back. As Chen goes back to Fudd. Fudd with a nice delivery on Aubrey Griffin's senior day. Over Marchment plus 8. They give it away here, but Marquette just having back. And now Fudd with a deflection, a save. What a play. Griffin, second effort. Aubrey Griffin, 21 times in the first meeting with UConn back on New Year's Day. Fudd from strong. That was pretty.
You want to talk?
Whether she goes to the WNBA draft or comes back for next season, UConn staff has said with the train might be portrayed as easy.
Yeah.
We're talking something as simple as what flavor Gatorade she wants. Noriema says she doesn't know. Beckers.
Stuff, but that's such a part of their lives.
Azzi Fudd automatic.
It's nice to see her knock down.
Yeah. And CD's always the one that has to listen to that.
She's the calming force.
She is. They're such a good balance.
They are.
And she looks really good tonight. Look at her.
Well, she knew the camera would be on her.
I know. She got a great outfit. Her hair is nice.
Shot clock at 12. Azzi Fudd takes it.
Something they can pull out and effectively use.
Azzi Fudd gets revved up.
And Azzi Fudd read that screen perfectly. She set it up.
Her shot making. The perimeter shot making of this UConn team. It can get. Here is Beckers. Fudd driving. This time she hits.
Bell has been making more threes over the last couple of games.
But Fudd switches it home.
We asked him before the game, pretty look from Beckers to Fudd. That's why I think it was really important. Another cough up for St. John's. I think it was.
Another missed layup, but Fudd cleans it up.
Shade couldn't get it, but Azzi Fudd, a little form shooting on this Saturday afternoon.
Quarterfinals by 31. Azzi Fudd driving and gets Connecticut started. She made 5 triples, 5 of 9 from downtown for her. Now Fudd with a give to Alfie.
Able to draw the foul.
Azzi Fudd has started red hot.
John, they already have 5 offensive rebounds.
Azzi Fudd keeps rolling. 11, Kim. Players typically get 48-hour window after the conclusion of their season to make it known whether they're going to go into the WNBA draft or stay in college. Gino Auriemma gave Fudd the deadline of, okay, following the Big East tournament, I need a decision from you. The problem, he said, is that Azzi can't. Here's Berg. She lost it. Fudd with the steal.
To go to the bench with 4 fouls.
Fudd knocks down the first. Tough for Villanova. 2 of their top 3 in some major foul trouble.
He seems like such a kind person.
Azzi Fudd. Cash.
What Gino Auriemma and Chris Daly have accomplished together is remarkable, and the fact that they've stayed together through all those years is equal.
In her signature braids.
Azzi Fudd automatic. 4th by Creighton. Azzi Fudd is feeling it.
7 here so far, and the UConn offense has been on fire. Another one for Azzi, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Allison is with Jim Flannery. Ball. Arnold, strong to Beckers, wide open Fudd. Her 3rd 3.
Azzi Fudd, I mean, if you want to become a shooter, just study Azzi Fudd's shot form on repeat.
Fudd, back to KK Arnold. The Energizer Bunny.
The defense and rebounding.
Second quarter scoring's been even until Fudd. Strong, a wide open lane. Since 2005. The point, though, Kim, is what you and I have talked about. There's never been a better time in this sport, and there's a slew of
real national championship contenders.
It is 100% up for grabs this season. Any
ball on the way, and that is off the mark from Anna Griffin. Strong will try and counter with the triple and does.
At a missed three, you get the rebound, and how about Azzi Fudd taking it to the paint and then spraying it out? Sarah Strong draining the three. Here's our
Rose, defended by Azzi Fudd. Goes to the left side, and that's already a couple of blocks in the first 2 minutes. Hoping she can match a deep run to the Final Four, where she was the second best scorer in the tournament behind Caitlin Clark a year ago. As Fudd knocks it down.
That was the biggest indicator. UConn had 3 losses this year, and combined in those 3, they shot 24% from the three-point line.
Here's Fudd. Pull up 3, nails it. Fudd pulling the trigger again, finds the bottom of the net.
Turned over that baseline shoulder.
There's Fudd with a steal, and she'll get the layup. And it's a 20-2 start for UConn. A 5-minute drought will continue for the Red Wolves. Fudd, another steal and a finish. Her NCAA tournament debut. Stolen by Fudd, and it's turned into a track meet. Connecticut forces another turnover. Shade, good. Backdoor, Beckers gives up the layup, looking for the 3, and a good trade for Page.
The most open look. First, beautiful pass to Beckers, then she's out to Fudd, over to Shade. Beckers could have shot,
and they end up winning their league. It's been an amazing turnaround. Fun for all the folks in Jonesboro to take. Baseline probe for Fudd, and another deflected pass. Fudd on the run, looking for Shade and finding her. And one.
The three-point line, and then getting out, getting in transition. Game, huge for her to make that one.
There's a steal. She's got 3 assists, a couple of rebounds, and gets Fudd the and one opportunity.
I mean, just getting after it on the defensive end of the floor. We've seen blocks going the other way in transition. Here, it's a pick, and then Azzi Fudd going in for the and one. What are they now? In
17, so now is at 17 of 18 two-point shots. ESPN 2 here from Stores. Ducharme stepping inside the line.
Looking at contact as he drives into the lane.
Fudd wide open, drains it. One of the bigger conference tournament upsets, a stunner in overtime over James Madison, but it's been a whole different ball. Fudd got another one, that's her 6th.
Ball, she gets it into her shooting pocket and then just launches. It's so pretty when it leaves her hand.
That ties her career high with 6. Capital One rewarding performance is Azzi Fudd, flirting with a triple-double today.
Azzi Fudd came out firing confidently and has played so well on both ends of the floor. 27 points, 6 of 9 from 3. I don't expect her to see her.
There you see the Fudd numbers. She and Beckers finally healthy together again. Azzi Fudd picks off the 8-2 to open things up. Fudd, nice rapster. They grow together and they win together.
And you know what else they do together?
What's that?
Celebrate without pouring water on their coat.
Act like you've been there before.
No, I just appreciate that. Like, let the guys stay dry and happy. Dry and happy.
Azzi Fudd back out there as well for UConn. Second time she's gone to the reverse layup. In 4 years together with Beckers and Fudd. Something positive here to close out the half, and that's not it. In a Sweet 16 showdown. There's Fudd for 3. Final shot of the quarter. And it belongs to Fudd, and she knocks it down. From North Carolina. The Jackrabbits were right there for a quarter, and then just an on. Fudd for three. These two finally playing together.
Here's Beers. Beers can't finish on the interior. Here comes Fudd. Fudd fakes the three, wraps inside, and reverses it in.
Top as well. Azzi Fudd, just a hesitation finishing on the other side.
Connecticut responds with a 9-0 run.
Oklahoma.
20-19, Connecticut leads. Fudd's three, she got it. Off to Becker's wide open three, is good. Off to Chen, working behind Shade. Chen hits the deck. Fudd racing inside, lays it in beautifully with the left hand. Half. Fudd kicks it out, Strong left alone, connects. Now an opportunity for the Sooners to cut a little closer. Fudd just takes it away, 18th turnover for Oklahoma. Shade turns and banks it in.
Bigger than her size.
Another Oklahoma overall pick. Fudd to Beckers, why not? She got it! The Connecticut fans rising to their feet here in Spokane as Fudd splashes. Meanwhile, Aubrey Griffin getting minutes here for Connecticut. Fudd a three, is good, and Azzi Fudd is finally on the board in the Elite Eight.
She gets open, cross screen, elevator screen, defender can't get through.
Paige Beckers told us that pick and roll with Sarah Strong. It is such a safety net for them now as a team when they need a bucket. Strong the deflection and steal. Fudd another three, is good! A little smile across the face of Azzi Fudd.
Just a great little handoff from Paige Beckers to Azzi Fudd. The smirk right there.
Beckers has it knocked away. Fudd goes back door and lays it in.
UConn starting out in a man-to-man, and of course, what are you keeping your eye on? Lauren Betts and how UConn can defend her.
Connecticut comes up with a steal. Azzi Fudd lays it in. Now Alfie wants some help, also needs to tie her shoe. Here's Fudd, she got it. Strong is the 5 in this lineup as Strong connects. Here's Fudd, Fudd's three, banks in.
Azzi Fudd gets open because Sarah Strong sets a tough screen. Kiki Rice trying to fight.
She's liking retirement thus far. Didn't have to start up the engines in January for the season. Feeling good about the decision. As Fudd hits the first free throw. That foul was... Here's Fudd attacking. Fudd's pull-up is good. Here's Betts, the All-American. Twists inside, couldn't finish it. Barker gets held up, and it's out of bounds off of UCLA. It'll be Connecticut basketball. How about the swarming defense from the Huskies?
You see it in the zone. As soon as Betts makes her move, here comes Paige Beckers. Here comes Azzi Fudd. No matter which way Lauren Betts was going to turn, there was getting a chance to see two of the top freshmen in the country here in this Final Four with Sarah Strong and Joyce Edwards.
Here's Fudd's jumper. She got it. Azzi Fudd, 5 of 7 in this first half. Here comes Chen. The Princeton transfer to the corner. Fudd, you bet! Azzi Fudd is on a Tampa burner.
Azzi Fudd, we know what an incredible shooter she is, especially.
Arnisalo loses it. Strong has it in transition. Beckers, what a feed! The touch pass.
Azzi Fudd getting it done on both ends of the floor. Gets the steal. The get ahead. Paige Beckers up, tap before she comes down. What a fast break for the UConn Huskies.
Well, Azzi Fudd with an absolutely outstanding first half thus far. 16 points on 6 of 10 shooting. And her shot chart, well, it has a lot of green. Azzi Fudd tonight has been aggressive and efficient, shooting 60% thus far this evening. As we take a look at tonight's Player Spotlight, brought to you by Marriott Bonvoy. 18 points in the previous 2 games combined. Corey Close just shaking her head. Chen fakes the 3. Fudd, one more. Oh, yeah.
Getting the entry pass, right? Come on.
London Jones lost her footing, then the basketball in the second half, starting the way the first half went for UCLA. Fudd lobs it in. Chen, what a feed! And rewarding performance.
And Azzi Fudd showcased the versatility of her skill set. Defense leaves her in the corner, steps back, but confidently into the 3. Here, drop coverage. Her defender gets caught on the screen. 6'7" shot blocker coming at her, still able to score. Dribbling to the left behind the 3-point line, then coming in using her right hand, the little
Fudd gives it up. Backers dances inside and finishes. Plus the is off. Rebound Chen. Chen finds the cutter. Fudd. She got that one. You see how much south of their transition offense. Fudd leaning and hitting. Plus the foul.
Gino Auriemma loves when Azzi Fudd is aggressive going to the basket. And when she is decisive, you see her here getting in, gets hit on the off arm, still able to finish. Now both bigs for South Carolina with 1 foul, but perhaps that results in one of their biggest weapons coming in Joyce Edwards.
They called that foul on Chloe Kitts. It would be her second. On that replay, it clearly looked like it was Fagan. Edwards. Here's Full Wiley, has her pocket picked by Fudd. Azzi Fudd off to a great start.
These teams crashing the boards hard. Here you have Azzi Fudd with a little fingertip out on the perimeter to be able to get the steal.
Dawn Staley has an extended one with Gina Cross as Fudd hits the first free throw. Now, one of the things Gino Auriemma said to us yesterday, Rebecca, he said, look, if we shoot like we did against UCLA, if we play like that, we're going to win. He said, well, we need to. Fudd, run off, pull up, is good. Strong 8 points, 8 boards for Wiley again as Fudd steal it away. Azzi Fudd to the cup.
This early in the game as well, just able to get in, just the help side, the poke, and then pushes it out in transition and finishing the other way.
For a little more on big way today. For a little more on Azzi Fudd, let's send things over to Holly.
Well, Azzi Fudd has been building towards this moment for all of her life, thanks to her mom, Katie, who had a pretty creative way to get her to develop that left hand. The saran wrap across the right, a little skill development, make sure you're good with both sides. I just love that. Her mom has poured so much into her.
Fudd on the drive, floats it in. Azzi Fudd with 17. Humming for UConn. Fudd strips it. Johnson can't finish it. Rebound Fudd on the weak side. 13-point Connecticut lead. Fudd, what a move. Azzi Fudd. Oh.
Azzi Fudd, throughout the course of her career, known for her pure jump shot. She has added a real shiftiness to her game, attacking the rim.
On the fans and Gamble, love what they're seeing from Azzi Fudd.
To fight her way back to the court, she went 728 days without being able to play in an NCAA tournament game, but not today. She is not going to be denied, even though she was delayed.
For her team because of her communication. Strong and easy too. Will step aside. 4:26 to go in the third. UConn a 13-point lead.
Azzi Fudd has had an incredible impact here on this game. Her ability to score, getting to the rim, saran wrap being sold off of shelves everywhere.
Strong fakes the three, gives it up in the corner. Fudd, you bet! Azzi Fudd is on fire. 24.
Sarah Strong, dribble penetration, full Wiley comes in, helps off of Azzi Fudd.
The most outstanding player of the 2020 Women's National Championship game and Final Four, Azzi Fudd. Azzi, I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I remember when you played in your last national championship and you didn't feel well, you were sick. It didn't go the way you wanted, and then injuries mounted and your career didn't go the way you wanted, and now here you stand. Where does this reservoir of resilience come from in you?
Just the people I surround myself with. My teammates, people I'm with every single day, they support me, encourage me, I lean on them, and they're there for me every day. My family, the coaching staff, the support staff here, just the people I surround myself with. I think that, their resilience then feeds off into me.
I saw you at this beautiful hug with your mom and dad. I know they've poured a lot into you, as has this entire team. The lowest moments to the highest of highs right now, how have they lifted you up?
Every single day. I mean, they're the reason I'm playing basketball. They taught me most of the things I know, so shout out, where are they? Shout out mom and dad, but to be able to stand here, just see all the people that I love in the crowd, the people that I love here up on the stage with me, I don't even have words to describe this moment.